welcome back to the SSN. Today we have an exciting matchup, Grossery A&M versus ANH, and we'll hand it over to our ref, Shoo-Shoos, for the coin toss. This side is heads, and this side is tails. Grossery, your home team, what do you want?
Tails.
It is tails. Grossery starts with the ball. This is very exciting week. It's very, very exciting. This is our beginning game for the week. I am so excited for this week. I mean, we have such good games. Grommy and TRP. Wait, no, that was last week. Excuse me. I'm sorry. We have JCH and TRP this week, which is very, very exciting. We have Wami versus Baseball. We have two stinking it up teams. Squid Rats versus Squid Nuts. That's going to be boring. And ANH versus Titus A&M. JC A&M versus Cali, which are a couple of kind of rivalries, which is really cool because like Titus A&M and ANH have been around since the beginning of time. So this week's going to be exciting. Last week, HU lost to JCH 4-9 because HU stinks. It turns out that all the hype was for nothing. It's also because JCH, yeah, go Grossery or whatever. It's also because JCH is the GOAT. And, well, Grossery, he kind of lost 1-9, so he kind of stinks as well. Oh, and HU scores. Wow. Yeah. This is such an exciting... Oh my! Anyways, next week, HU... Oh my! Those Grossery fans are loud. Anyways, next week, Squid... Wow. Squid Nuts and HU play in a rivalry game that just begun, so it's not really a rivalry, but we're going to call it a rivalry game because it's in rivalry week. Then Grossery A&M and Texas A&M play, which is a really big rivalry. We also have, oh man, rivalry week is so exciting. Anyways, who does Grommy play? Oh yeah, Grommy and Carl also play this week. I mean, Glitch Frame and Big Trend play this week. This week is very exciting. BDU and Blue A&M play. Marie and Cooper. Well, that's just garbage. Man, those fans are loud. Miami and dude, fans, chill. Okay, we are back, and it was not a score. So Grossery has the ball still, and he will be hitting it. And HU is up 8-0, and HU wins. Yeah! Now, goodbye from the SSN.
Hello and welcome back to the SSN. Here we have a TLC matchup with Miami Beach Balls versus Texas A&M. And we're going to bring it to the coin flip. Black side's heads, red side's tails. Miami Beach Balls, you're the home team, heads, tails.
Tails.
Tails. Miami Beach Balls starts with the puck. Alrighty. Here we have, and let's get to see. Oh, Texas A&M is already scoring. And let's see how they did last week. And last week, Miami Beach Balls got blown out by ANH 9-2, losing bowl eligibility. Texas A&M got beaten 9-5 at home by Cooper A&M. Pretty much losing any playoff hopes at all. Playoff hopes were already drained thin, but Texas A&M and Miami Beach Balls taking the lead. None of these teams are ranked. Texas A&M loses this, they lose bowl eligibility. And Texas A&M back up. And Texas A&M, at Miami Beach Balls scores again. Texas A&M had high expectations coming into this season, hoping to make the playoffs. It was supposed to be their year in this new era, but things didn't quite go their way. And Miami Beach Balls has a 2-point lead against Texas A&M. And Miami Beach Balls hit their first win. And what is happening with Texas A&M? Texas A&M had a 8-9 game against Titus A&M at the beginning of the season. What is going on? And Miami Beach Balls is just penetrating this Texas A&M defense. And it is 8-2. What is happening? Oh, and Texas A&M gets back on the board. 3-8. Can Texas A&M come back? He's made a comeback like this before against Wami. It's not impossible, but I wouldn't say it's going to be easy. And somehow that didn't go in. Miami Beach Ball's defense is just stopping Texas A&M. Texas A&M does not have that good of a defense, as his closest game was an 8-9 game against Wami that he won. Other than that, he's lost. Cooper A&M walking all over this defense last week. Can Texas A&M hold a comeback, or will he crumble? It's make or break for Texas A&M. Lose this, the season ends even more disappointing than it already has been. And Miami Beach Balls, it's their first win! And Texas A&M loses bowl eligibility. And I think they're storming the field. Miami Beach Balls fans have gone crazy.
You stink! You stink!
Alright, and we'll see you next time on SSN.
In a conference where legends are made, upsets are formed, and stories are written. This is the TOC. There's none like it.
Hello and welcome back to the SSN. Here we have the Splatoon Conference with a game of Squid Rides versus Squid Knights. We're going to take it to the coin flip. Black side's heads, red side's tails. Squid Rides to the home team. Heads to tails. Heads it is. And Squid Rides will start with a puck. Alright, and let's see how these teams did last week. And Squid Rides quickly gets on the board. And let's see. Last week, Squid Rides played Squiddies and lost 4-9 against Squiddies. And Squid Rides taking a 2-0 lead. Last week, Squid Knights went into Titus A&M Stadium and got beat 9-3. Squid Knights finally on the board. While Squid Knights lost at home to Squiddies, Squid Knights had to go into the toughest stadium in air hockey, Titus A&M, and faced a fate that most teams face when they enter that stadium. About all teams, actually. Anyway, neither of these teams are ranked. If Squid Knights wins this, they still have a shot to make a bowl game. Squid Knights has already lost bowl eligibility. Squid Rides has only excuse me. Squid Rides has only beaten 2 teams in her entire existence. Those being Grossery A&M and Jace A&M in her first ever season. And Squid Rides ties it back up. And Squid Rides! I can't tell if that was knocked back or just bounced back. And Squid Knights with a very aggressive score right there. Yeah, Squid Rides is on a 20-something losing streak. Squid Rides is known as one of the worst teams in air hockey. They say the only thing this team is good at is foosball. And Squid Rides gets back on the board. And it's back and forth.
Get out of there!
Next week, Squid Knights will play HU, who has guaranteed bowl eligibility, with a win over Grossery A&M. While Squid Rides has to play Grammy, and he hasn't played yet this week. He'll have to play Carl. Wins it, and Grammy will have a shot to make a bowl game. And Squid Knights is up 6-5, but Squid Rides answers right back. This might be Squid Rides' highest scoring game. As most of the time, this team gets blown out. Hence, oh, she's up 8-6. Squid Rights is getting loud. And Squid Knight scores. Can Squid Rights pull through? Oh no, it is 8-8. The Squid Rights fans are getting mad. And this is getting very stressful. Oh, that almost went in, but didn't quite make it. The Squid Rights fans are getting anxious. They want this win so badly. Keep in mind that if whoever scores, there will be an extra shot taken for overtime. No! Wait! Alright. Squid Rights fans have gotten crazy. But Squid Knights will have one shot to bring it into overtime. Can they do it? They miss this. Squid Rights wins her first ever for her third ever game and breaks a massive losing streak. What will happen? Let's see. Time for the extra shot. Can Squid Knights do it? Finally breaks the losing streak! Squid Rights storms the field! Squid Rights! After seasons of just losing, Squid Rights finally gets the win! Alright, and that's it. We'll see you next time on SSN. Hello and welcome back to SSN as we bring you to ANH Stadium for ANH's final home game, and it's against Titus A&M, ranked number 2. We're going to down to the coin toss. ANH, heads or tails?
Heads.
It is. Heads. Sissy ANH will start with the ball. ANH is off. ANH just needs one more win to get a bowl game. Titus A&M already up. And Sissy and ANH has 2 wins that she has, at least one of the 2 that she plays is this one, Titus A&M, the last home game. And then next week she plays the number 1 undefeated JCH. Talking about JCH, JCH plays in a big rivalry against TRP. And Titus A&M's already not looking good for ANH. Titus A&M next week got playing a big rivalry against an undefeated Jace A&M. At Jace A&M, a place he's never won in the new era. Can ANH win, or is Titus A&M going to take out? Earlier, Squid Rights came up with the massive win, breaking a huge losing streak against Squid Knights, finally getting a win since the win against Grossery A&M and Squid Rights' first ever air hockey season. Huge day for Squid Rights. ANH just not happy with the way her defense is performing right now. Titus A&M last week took down that Squid Knights team that Squid Rights beat them 9-3 in Titus A&M's last home game of the season. ANH last week beat Miami Beach Balls, which just beat a Texas A&M team. Beat them 9-2. If ANH loses this, not all hope is gone. They still have JCH that they could beat, but they have to play JCH at JCH. That's not an easy place to win. And if there is one team short of a bowl game, like if there's an uneven amount of teams and we need to add one extra person to a bowl game, ANH would be the first one to consider. So even if ANH doesn't win these next 2 games, she could still be invited even with a losing record if there's not enough teams to meet the bowl game quota. since that ANH loss against Jace A&M at the beginning of the season was so controversial. Oh, that one was a score. It is 2-4 right now. Titus A&M taking his time. Trying to do a little bit of trickery. That's just got ANH to move a little bit, but didn't really help, it looked like. Titus A&M, a lot of his scores have been straight up as of late. Ooh, ANH. ANH really looking for an upset. ANH has not beat Titus A&M since the beginning of the new era. That was also, the new era was the first time ANH ever made it to the playoffs. Hasn't seen it since. Has had some really rough ups and downs. ANH. I mean, both defenses. I mean, Titus A&M's defense playing pretty good. ANH just got some really good offensive plays. Titus A&M's offense has been pretty on fire. ANH's defense really got to work in here. The game beforehand, the Squid Rights versus Squid Knights. Squid Knights are going to be thinking about that game for quite a while. If they would have just made that extra point to send it into overtime, everything could have changed. But for Squid Rights, they fired a lot of their coaches and before that game, and look where they got them. They got them a win. So Squid Rights looking to be heading in the right direction. Is ANH trying to get in that same idea of heading in the right direction? Oh. Score is 6-3 right now. Still waiting. Other news, HU secured himself a bowl game against Grossery A&M. Oh, ANH is not happy with the way their defense is performing at all. Not happy. Titus A&M just needs 2 more scores, and ANH has a pretty big lead of Titus A&M to overcome. Oh, next week Titus A&M takes on Jace A&M at Jace A&M. Can he finally beat Jace A&M? And Titus A&M wins the game. ANH now has to beat JCH to secure a bowl game indefinitely. Titus A&M goes undefeated to play Jace A&M next week. We will see you in the next game.